Hello and welcome to the next tutorial on how to make a fingerprint comparison. In the last video, you learned three basic fingerprint patterns: the arch, whirl, and the loop. Now let's briefly show how each pattern differs and find out how to compare the fingerprints. Again, the arch has a wave-like pattern, and the whirl has a circular pattern, and the loop has looping ridges. However, within each pattern lies different ridge endings that make each pattern unique. Let's review these ridge endings in the following fingerprint example. These are the ridge points that are used in the comparison process. There are long ridge endings that flow along until it abruptly ends or stops, may have extremely short ridges within the pattern. Some ridges have bifurcations that flow until it divides into two separate, distinct ridges. Some bifurcations form islands or double enclosures. The ridge travels a short distance, then returns to being a single ridge. Lastly, some ridges may be just dots. Note, don't rely too much on dots because it may just be dust particles from the powder. Now it is your turn to make some comparisons. Don't worry, we're going to walk through the first comparison together. However, the last two comparisons, you and your teammate will determine if the print on the right is an exact match or not. Let's get started. First, the fingerprint on the left is a loop as well as the right print. In reviewing the ridge endings on the left, there is a bifurcation, long and short ridges. The fingerprint on the right has multiple bifurcations and a double enclosure. After comparing these loop prints, these prints are not a match because of the different ridge endings. Also, the print on the left is an ulnar loop, while the print on the right is a radial loop. Now, you and your partner try the next two comparisons. First, identify the pattern type. Is it a whirl, loop, or arch? Secondly, find at least 6 ridge endings to compare in each fingerprint pattern. Okay, let's compare our findings. Were you able to determine if the prints on the left were a match or no match to the fingerprint on the right? The first fingerprint comparison was an exact match because the pattern was a whirl and all the ridge endings matched. If you started at the unique ridge ending, the enclosure, you should have been able to follow it with the print on the right to line up all ridge endings perfectly. The second fingerprint comparison was not a match because the print on the left was an arch while the print on the right was a loop. Notably, none of the ridge endings were matching up. The key to making comparisons is first to identify the fingerprint pattern type. Next, examine the ridge endings of each pattern and have someone check your identifications. In the final video, we'll have an interactive exploration game to identify the mystery fingerprint. Thank you.